Hello everyone, hope you are well on this late Friday afternoon. It is October 11th and I have a couple of things to share with you. You knew this was coming. I knew this was coming. It was just a matter of when. A big announcement is supposed to take place soon, it's imminent. And I'm going to let you know what it is here, and I'll give you my opinion on it and get your thoughts on it, of course. I also have a terrific passage I'm going to share with you. I really love this passage. I don't think I've ever read this one before. It's from the Old Testament. Going Old Testament on you again. But I believe you will really like it as well. So stay tuned for that. It's a really, really good one. But first, I saw where, before I get to the announcement thingy, I saw where Trump was saying that he's going to announce, now he's not president, I mean, at least not yet. I guess he's saying that if he is elected, he is going to announce something called Operation Aurora, where he will target illegal immigrant gang members and just try to get them out of the country, I guess. And he's talking specifically of the ones in Colorado, but this could apply to any criminal gang, especially the ones coming in illegally. This would invoke the Alien Enemies Act of 1798. I have never heard of this, y'all. The Alien Enemies Act of 1798. It would target and dismantle every illegal immigrant criminal network operating on American soil. It sounds good to me. I mean, if they're coming in, you should come in legally first, right? And if you're coming in, especially legally, you should be here to produce, to want a better life, to work, to integrate into society. I am all on board with that. Truly, our nation was built on that. But especially the ones who come in, number one, against the law, and to make it worse, criminal, which there's plenty of them. We know this. This sounds good to me. This makes sense. I don't see how you could make an argument against it. I didn't need this as a reason to vote for him anyway. I'm going to vote for him as it is. Actually, our early voting starts next week in the county I live in. So next week, I'm going to try to get in there and go ahead and vote. If not, pretty soon. If not next week, very soon. I firmly believe we need to get in there and vote. I've heard from some of you already in different states. Some states it's already started. Go ahead and get in there and vote, because we just don't know. We do know we're going to have more shenanigans. We're going to have more surprises this month. Okay. Let's continue our preparations, especially self-defense, especially security. Y'all, we really need to work on that. This article also said that, I think I saw this in Daily Mail, I believe, also said that this was talking a lot about Aurora, Colorado, and we know that's taking place where these gangs are taking over apartments and all, but it also said this is happening in other parts of the country. For instance, it said that there's apartments being taken over in San Antonio, Texas as well by this same gang. So also, when I saw this story today, actually, it's like we knew, and I think I've even mentioned it, the only thing they haven't thrown at us is aliens. It's kind of been leaking out a little. It's kind of been talking, in the news. It's kind of puts these things out there, in the mass media. They kind of throw a little bit at you, like breadcrumbs a little bit, kind of preparing you. Well, they're saying that this is a story that came out that said that there's going to be a huge announcement that is imminent that could take place at any time about the UFO thing and about having proof of non-human existence in our galaxy. Said that experts are saying that we have found it. Now, this particular academic, his name is Simon Holland. He's a British academic. He said, "We could be on the brink of the most world-changing news in history. We have evidence of non-human extraterrestrial intelligence in our galaxy." Now, this was evidently discovered a while back. They're trying to put this together to make an announcement. The article, I believe, said that this was found by one of those huge satellite, I guess those big telescopes in Australia. The one in Australia is actually the one they think is the one that found this. We've discovered undeniable evidence of transmissions originating from another world. This is non-human technology. It said that we are in a race, kind of in a race to get this info out. This is going on. Apparently competing scientific groups are working on this, and to get this information out there. They're competing with the other big group is one from China. So a Chinese group is also working on this in their telescopes. Kind of interesting. That's very interesting. I admit I watched Star Trek, I watched Star Wars, I watched the old Star Trek, I watched the Star Trek Next Generation. I don't really like the new ones. They're, a bit too, way over WOKE for me. But they're competing groups on this. Now I'm going to give you my opinion here in a minute now. He says, proof of extraterrestrial existence in our galaxy. So, now I think it's interesting of the timing of this. Now, it didn't really nail down a time. One comment said within weeks. Now, think about the timing. Now, what are we in here? We're less than a month away from an election day taking place, we think. Probably will happen. And then you have another, till January before there's an inauguration. I just think that's interesting. How so? I believe several things. I believe this could possibly be another step in convincing and or scaring people into getting behind the idea, or at least kind of conditioning your mind to getting in the idea of a one world, a world government, a world body that kind of makes the decisions and has authority. We've seen that, we're going way back, League of Nations, United Nations. They've had a pipe dream for a long time to have total power or total control over the world, and with that, I believe as part of the beast system. I believe it's biblical. I believe it could, they want a one world government, a one world religion, economy, a one world, money, a monetary system. They want that, so they want you to be a citizen of the world, not so much, not one of your country. Well, yes, I'm American, but first and foremost, I'm a citizen of Christ. That will not change. I don't care what they try to label me, what they say that I am. No, I'm a citizen of Christ. And many of you are. And I'm also a citizen of the United States. At least for now. But first and foremost, of Christ. I believe this alien stuff, the UFO stuff, I think it could either be what we're seeing and they're showing a lot of videos of so far. It could be advanced human technology. If it's not that, I think it's demonic. And I think I lean towards the demonic part of it. Fallen angels. They've probably been here since the beginning. So that's what I believe. I believe it is. I don't believe. I think this is interesting. I think it's okay to learn about it, whatever, and talk about it some. But I wouldn't put. If this comes out, when it comes out, people are going to latch onto this, and say, give that another reason to attack Christianity and even the other religions, Judaism, Islam. They'll attack that too. So I think it's all part of a very coordinated thing, in my humble opinion, my dog opinion, right? So I don't know. It's interesting though. It's interesting. It caught my attention. I will say that. Also, when we look at the Bible, Genesis, and this is not I want to read two verses. The first one I want to read is Genesis. When I think I always think of this verse when I hear people talking about aliens, and I saw this, and UFOs, and there's got to be, it's a big universe, and we're just a tiny little Earth, little planet. There's got to be other intelligent life out there. I'll remind, in this verse, Genesis, the very first verse in the Bible, Genesis chapter 1, verse 1 says, "In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth." In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. So whatever they put out there, whatever they drum up or present, it will not shake my faith one iota, because we know the truth. We know the truth. We are His people, and He is our God, our only the God of gods, the King of kings. Also, I was putting it down. The verse I was talking about earlier that I wanted to share is in Proverbs 23:9 says, this is awesome. Proverbs 23:9. "Do not speak in the hearing of a fool, for he will despise the wisdom of your words." I want to read it again because I just enjoy reading it. "Do not speak in the hearing of a fool, for he will despise the wisdom of your words." Amen. Amen. There's a lot of fools out there, y'all. I get emails from them, comments from them. Y'all, it's unreal. It is real, actually. But and I believe they're usually either just very ignorant or brainwashed, and I believe that in many cases it's total evil. I think it's demonic. I really do. It's the only way I can explain it, y'all. Share your thoughts on this stuff. But let's stay grounded in our faith more than ever right now. Because as we said before, we're in a huge spiritual battle right now. And it is just getting going. We haven't seen anything yet. All right. Let's take care. Stay close to Jesus. God bless you. I'll see you soon.